With the Northwest tiller, there's three things that you need to stay on top of. The first thing is the belt tension. The belt tension needs to be, when you press down on this belt, it needs to go just a little ways past the next belt, the top of the belt to the bottom of the next belt that you're not touching. That tells you that the tension is right. There's a break-in period with these belts, so you're going to have to adjust these belts about 2 to 3 times during the first break-in period. After that, you may have to do quite a few acres before you have to tighten them up anymore. Just keep an eye on them for the first 2 to 3 hours. When you see the belt start loosening up and you shut down the machine for just a minute, then come back here and push down on this first belt, and if it goes way past the next belt that you're not touching, then go over to the ratchet to the right of the machine and adjust it maybe a half a turn, and then check it. And then once you get it tight again, go ahead and go, and then keep an eye on it, and then depending on the soil and how deep you're going, the belts might loosen up again, and then just tighten them up. Do not, and I repeat, do not over tighten. The cooler. Next thing is greasing this top bearing in this torque tube. You want to push down on this vent and grease this area here. When you start seeing grease come either out of the vent or out the top of the torque tube underneath here, stop. That tells you that this tube here is full. That's what feeds the upper bearing in the torque tube. The other thing is, after you do about 500 to 1,000 acres, you want to check this pinion nut, this castle nut with the cotter key. Loosen up the belts, pull the cotter key, check the castle nut for tightness. This here needs to be tightened at about 80 inch-pounds. And then everything else is greasable, and it has tells you exactly how long and how much you should grease each and every zerk. If you have any questions at all,